everyone, it's time to get down for another mini Mixed Media Monday. Now let's just be honest, this morning, which is Sunday, I'm recording the day in advance. I've been working 7 days straight and I really wasn't in the mood or had the mojo, or so I thought. However, I want this to be an example of getting in there even though you may not feel like it, and creating, because I felt much better after I did this, and the mojo struck me somewhere in the midst of playing. So I'm using the Lyra graphite water soluble pencil that you saw there, the big old chunky thing, and I'm just going over, because remember last week we had that outline of the face. And I'm sorry, my dogs are acting crazy again. I know y'all love when my dogs act the fool while I'm trying to video this. So y'all asked for it. They're acting crazy this morning. So, goodness gracious, she's just saying hello to everybody. And now I'm going in with the China marker. After I did the water soluble, I didn't even let it dry. It dries pretty quick because I didn't spray water. I just used the water that was on the ends of my brush. And I'm going in here with the blending stump, and I'm just kind of getting a very small amount of shading and shadows going on in the face. And I'm going to do it a little different than I did last week. And I'm just letting the page guide me as to where I want to go. I did know that I wanted to use a vintage letter, and I'm just trying to figure out where did I want to do that. Sadie, shh, goodness gracious alive. And so, stop. And so I love making little circles around the eyes and things, and just bringing like something funky and different to my girls. So I kind of tried that on, and then I grabbed my Stabilo Woody pencil. As you know, I've used it since I got it for my birthday, for my friends, and I really love it. And I wanted to add just a touch of color, not anything. I didn't want to grab the paints or anything because, like I say, I do have to go to work this morning, and I didn't have a ton of drying time. So I thought, why don't we try this to just add a little something to the face and see what it does. Does it kind of bring it out a little bit? And I will link the Stabilo Woody pencils. They are water soluble. I don't use them water soluble today, but they're just like a Stabilo, all but really big and fat and colorful. And you can kind of smudge them with your fingers, as you see that I'm doing here. And I'm going in and I'm just adding with my graphite pencil a little detail around the nose, and then adding a few little highlights to the face, and then smudging it with my finger, and just kind of seeing where that's going to kind of take us. If she's going to look like a girl, or is she going to look like an alien? Well, you never know about me. So I'm going in here and I'm trying to find my white China marker. I really love the white. They have them at Hobby Lobby too, and I'm sure you can get them at Dick Blick and all of those fancy places that we don't have around here. But grab you one of those, because it really is good for mark making, as well as adding the white of the eyes and so forth. And so, as you saw, I just went around really quickly with that blending stump again, and I'm adding a little bit to the eyes and to the lips as well, just adding a touch of color. And then I thought, oh, I love the circle. I'm going to do that circle. I'm going to slap it down with the Oohoo glue stick. And occasionally, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I will put like a word or something inside. And then I kind of played around with it. And I thought, you know what? Why not make her some glasses? Because, well, I wear glasses, and I think glasses are cool, and they're kind of wonky because one circle's bigger than the other. But you know what? I think she's a pretty cool chick. So I just went with the flow, and like I always do, let my intuition take me there. And when I put something down that I really like, I go like, oh, I have this feeling in my gut that says, this is it, Tiff. This is where it's supposed to be. So always listen to that gut instinct that kind of tells you what you like and what you don't like, and kind of go with that. You might be surprised at what comes up. And then I had the most stupendous flow that was sent to me by one of the girls in an art group that I am in on Facebook, Silkina. Thank you very much for this beautifully, I don't know if it's tea-dyed or coffee-dyed paper, but it went beautifully to kind of bring the rich browns from the craft paper over to the other side. And so that's what I used. I really, really love all of the juicy, dark undertones of the coffee or tea or whatever it was that kind of lended itself to the other side. So I was happy with that, and then I was like, what in the world am I going to do? So I said, well, let's pull something out here. And this right here is the large print Sprig muslin. This is a book that I got at the thrift store, and if you've been watching my 100-day project, you will know that it has the funniest, silliest sayings that are just Southern and just fit me to the T. So I kind of pieced this one together and even wrote some things in hand, in my handwriting to kind of go with it. And it was like, she's feeling tired. And then I put, am I old? Am I getting old? Question mark. And I thought that was hilarious. And then, although I kind of made that part up, I just had a birthday in May, and so I just thought it kind of went with it. And then, you cannot be serious. Really? No, girl, you're only as old as you feel. So I thought the teal blue that I made her eyes would be great to add some fibers and kind of pull it to the other side. So my tip is kind of look at where your color is and kind of pull things around the page. And then I'm going to add a staple, because if you've been watching me on my 100-day project on Instagram, you know that a staple a day, or at least one staple on my project, is part of it. If you're not following me on Instagram, why the heck not? Run on over there, follow me on Instagram. I hope you have an amazing week. Until next time, toodaloo!